What's up? What's up? So, how's everybody? We're going to be doing a little date night beat. I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest with you. You know, I'm very dramatic and extra. If you don't know me by now, I already put the primer on. And we're going to get into it. Hope everybody had a great day. I ran out of that job today. The goal was to leave at 4 o'clock, but in nursing, you never leave on time. Okay? But the main thing is freedom. Right? So, oh my God. All right. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Here's an update. I'm going to be staying at my job. Okay? I did put in my resignation, and I am resigning from my position. I'm no longer going to be in management. I'm not going to be in management. I'm going to be a staff nurse. I'm going to punch in and I'm going to punch out. And it really was a good offer. And I'll only be working 3 days a week. And I'll have off 4 days. The only time I will go in on my days off is if I choose to. And that is what I was looking for. And I won't lose my benefits or my time. I don't need medical from them. So I'm going to cancel that because I'm covered under my husband's insurance. But I won't lose, you know, my vacation hours, personal, and all that jazz. So it was a no-brainer to take it. And I know the building. I know the staff already. It's going to be a transition, but it's not going to be the transition of starting from ground zero. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Don't get me wrong, nursing is challenging. It is challenging. And unfortunately, there's a lot of politics, especially depending on what setting you're working in. But at least when you are non-management, there's an end in sight. You can go in, have a rough shift, everything can go wrong, but there's an end in sight. Once you clock out, once you go home, there's nobody looking for you, nobody calling you, nobody telling you that, you know, you got to make sure there's coverage and blah, blah, blah. You don't have that when you're a regular staff person, you know what I mean? You don't have that. And that is what I'm looking for at this stage of the game. That is what I was looking for, and that is what I got. So after I come back from vacation, the week after that is when the transition starts. Okay. So, I don't know how many of you guys continue to follow the Jussie, whatever his name is from Empire, story. Well, now, the Chicago police, I don't know if he's been officially charged yet. They're saying he made a false report. They can't find no surveillance of him being beat up. The only surveillance they have is him walking around his hotel room with something wrapped around his neck. He passes the hotel security. Now, was it a scarf wrapped around his neck? Was it a scarf? That's what we need to know. I mean, I already told you guys, if you were on the live or if you watched the live, I already told you, I never believed the story from the beginning. Okay? It just didn't sound right. It didn't sound right. You have all that money, you know, you're a celebrity. You can't call Uber Eats. You can't call DoorDash. You can't call a personal chef. Okay? I know it was late, but anybody might get out of their bed to make that cash. You decide that you want a footlong from Subway. What footlong were you looking for? Just tell me that, bruh. So I never believed the story. And what they said to him sounded too scripted. Hey, you, aren't you that blah, blah, blah Negro on Empire? And they didn't say Negro. Y'all know what they said. I mean, it just sounded too scripted. It sounded... and then they happened to have this liquid. He don't know what it was. I think I heard that it was bleach. They don't know what this look. They just happen to have bleach on them. I guess that's the new mace, you know. And then they happened to have something that was like a rope and they tied it around your neck. I just don't believe it. I never believed it from the beginning, okay? I never believed it from the beginning. And I think he said that they were Trump supporters or whatever. I just never believed it from the beginning. I'm sorry. You know? And why lie? Now, I've seen some other things, but I didn't go too deep in it, saying that maybe, was he on Grindr or some other kind of site? Did he hook up with somebody and it go wrong? Craziness. Craziness. So now the police suspect he's lying because he won't turn over his phone. But not for nothing. You know, what is their phone going to tell them? I guess the truth, that he wasn't really, that maybe he has text messages saying, okay, I'll meet you, or something like that. But he won't turn over his phone. But I could understand, that's private. And some of us have private things in our phones, okay? So maybe he doesn't want to turn on his phone because he has some, you know, pictures or some text messages, you know what I mean? That he doesn't want anybody to see. And you can't trust nobody. Somebody on the police force could leak it, sell it. You understand? So you can't trust people these days. So I can understand why he doesn't want them to see it. But why lie? To me, I always thought it was a domestic dispute. You know, maybe somebody who he's romantically involved with got into it. And women do it. I know women who have, you know, took a little lumps to the head, you know, from their man and went to the emergency room and then get in there and change their mind and don't want him to get in trouble or don't want charges to be pressed. I know a few people who have done that. So, you know, maybe it was a domestic dispute. He doesn't want that person arrested. I was watching another live last night that said maybe he was into some kinky bondage stuff. You know what I mean? So maybe the rope, you know, and the, you know, maybe the liquid wasn't bleach. It was urine. You know, maybe he's into things. I don't know. But my thing is, you know, if somebody got their ass beat, you gonna stop anybody on the street. As soon as you got back to the hotel, you would have went to security. You called your manager. I don't know. I really don't know. What was your motive? If the attack really didn't happen, and they saying he really didn't have a fractured rib. Only thing we know, he had a little scratch. He could have scratched himself. I don't know. What his motive was, I don't know. But now, you may get charged for, making a false report. And I don't know if that's a felony. I don't know. I don't think he'll get jail time, but I think that he will get probation and a fine. But now, why you do that to yourself? Why? You know, was it worth it? Was it worth it? And then what else? I'm a little upset with that actor. I don't know if he's an actor, if he's in productions. And his wife who has Alzheimer's. God, what is the name? I don't want to start talking without knowing the name. But that is another story that pissed me off. He done moved the mistress in the house. F out of here. You know, I work with Alzheimer's and dementia. That's my job. I supervise the Alzheimer's and dementia unit. And just because somebody has Alzheimer's, at first it affects the short-term memory. So they can't remember. Where did I put my coat? Your coat's in the closet, Sally. 5 minutes later, I'm looking for my coat. Sally, your coat's in the closet. 5 minutes later, maybe even 2. Have you seen my coat? Yes, Sally. I mean, short-term memory. That's what I'm talking about, okay? They remember and retain the memory of their loved ones for quite some time. The only people that, you know, if they're I don't know her condition. I don't know if she's verbal or nonverbal. I don't know what stage of the dementia she's at. But you're going to move the mistress in the house and then have the nerve to say you could have put her in a home. That's just downright disrespectful. I don't know how long she's been suffering with Alzheimer's or dementia. So I don't know how many years this has been going on, and I know he may be lonely. But as husband and wife, as getting married, you took a vow. You took vows when you got married, right? You didn't say till you get Alzheimer's and then I'm out. Now, I don't condone infidelity. I don't condone adultery. But if you were going to do it, why couldn't you do it discreetly? So apparently he sold the house that they had and he bought another house. And he sold, you know, he bought another house. And the mistress moved in. But she don't live there full time. She lives there part time. That's what he said. He needs his ass beat. And she's young. And somebody said, well, how would y'all feel if she was black? Because she's a young white woman, half his age or whatever. It don't matter what color she is. I don't give a damn if she's purple. You're a married man. Your wife is still alive. And because I work so intimately with that population, I have a lot of compassion for them. And I work with them firsthand, and they're always looking for their loved ones. If their spouse is still alive, they're always looking for their husband. If their spouse has passed away, they still mourn. I have one that cries for her husband, and he passed away a year ago. And I get so upset when her kids, and she had a private companion that would come and spend some time with her. They would be so annoyed, like, you know, why is she still crying? Are you serious? She was married to him for 60 years. You don't just forget that. They retain their long-term memory the longest. So what's going to happen when you get Alzheimer's, you son of a bitch, and your new young girlfriend puts you in a home? She'll probably put you in a home. I don't care what color she is. It has nothing to do with color, why I'm outraged. Let's move on to the next subject, y'all. I'll pin his name in the comments because y'all might know who I'm talking about. I'm sure y'all have heard about it because they were talking. Everybody's been, no, not everybody, but it's, you know, it's a story that's out there now. B. Scott. I don't know if she's B. Scott, and I don't know what his punk ass name is. It just really upsets me. It just really upsets me. Really upsets me. I hear Chunk downstairs screaming. So I'm going to a day party with the mister. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. Just a day party. He always finds things to do. It's his weekend off. And for a long time, you know, in previous relationships, in a past life, I used to do all the planning. And it's wonderful to have to not do the planning. He does all the, you know, he finds events and stuff like that. And it helps that we have the same the same taste. We like, you know, we like the same music, you know. It helps. It really helps. You just don't know what this world is coming to, y'all. You just don't know what this world is coming to. To turn on the TV and the stories that you hear is crazy. The stories that you hear on TV is crazy. Makes you not want to turn on the TV. It makes you not want to turn on the TV. Damn, I mean, I was doing so good with the brows, and now it's just like, these past couple of days I was doing good, and now that I'm going somewhere besides work. So it was nice of them to make that offer to me, and it was nice of them to not beg me or make me feel guilty. You know, I just want time. I have to work financially. I'm not in a position to just say, oh, I'm going to stay home. I like to shop too much for that. But I just don't want work to be the center of my life. You know what I mean? Not my everything. Not to come home and have emails, phone calls, and all this other stuff. I don't want that. I think work, and I never thought of it this way, I think work for me was kind of therapeutic because of the space I was in, you know, at that time. Of course, you know, it was the money, you know, and the obligations, but I think it was also just an escape. You know what I mean? You know? And I think that's why, you know, I didn't mind so much before, I guess. I don't know. I can't tell you. Don't get me to start lying or, you know, trying to remember. But I always worked. You know what I mean? Always worked a lot. Always. Up until last year, I did 2 jobs, you know? But it helps when you have somebody that helps you. You know what I mean? And not have somebody taking advantage of you. You know, you pulling their dead weight. They're supposed to pay the light bill. They don't pay the light bill. So now, you know, you thinking you have a couple extra dollars in your pocket, and now you have to pay the light bill or be in the dark. When they say I could do bad all by myself, that's the truth. You might as well be by yourself if you're going to be in that situation. And when you're used to being the doer for so long, the adjustment is hard. But trust me, you get used to it. You get used to it. When things change, you get used to the new. And then you start to expect that. You start to expect it. Demand it. Want it. I'm such an advocate for myself now, y'all. When I don't get my way or something, I gotta like say, calm down, girl. I mean, I really go there. You know? I really go there. And there's nothing wrong with standing up for yourself. There's going to be people that don't like it. Usually the people that don't like it, though, are the people that want to take advantage of you. You know? It's some lessons that I wish I would have learned so much sooner. But to be honest, some lessons we only learn when we go through something, you know. Somebody could tell you, don't turn down that block. It's a lot of potholes. And you might say, oh, I'll just go around them. And you turn down the block and you have a tire blowout. It all could have been easier if I would have listened. I say that to say, if sometimes, you know, our parents, my mother, she tried to tell me things. When I came out of my divorce, she told me, don't jump out the frying pan directly into the fire. And what did I do? Got burned like a mother. Crispy burnt. But I had to learn. Same thing with our kids. That's an ongoing. It's an ongoing thing. I know y'all, some of y'all would have, did y'all watch my video earlier about this damn shit? Somebody said, try it on your nose. It doesn't matter. And let me tell you, when I looked at it, I wasn't going to get it. I was skeptical, like, yeah, okay, whatever. You know, I kept walking past it. I went, read the package, read the instruction, all this other stuff, walked past, put it in my cart, put it back. The picture that they have with the model wearing this, she looked bomb, okay? She looked bomb. And I'm like, try it. It's only $4. Thank God I was going to buy both of them. Oh, LA Colors. And I like LA Colors. I like their palettes. I like most of their stuff. I like their lashes. My favorite, you know, everyday lashes divas, LA Colors. You know? Just, you know, just drop the ball. But I don't like liquid eyeshadows, and I don't like liquid, I guess, highlight. You know, that was my first kind of liquid highlight I was going to try, but didn't work out. Did not work out at all. A smoky eye would go well with what I'm wearing. But I don't do good smoky eyes in my opinion, so I don't want to go too dark, you know what I mean? And I want to stay away from glitter. I got a couple of compliments on with the blue wig, the Zuri wig that I did the other night. That was just a plain, see if I can find it. Oh my God. Lord Jesus. That was just a plain blue matte lipstick that I had. You guys, if you've been following me, I've wore blue lipstick before. What the hell with you? Anyway, I can't find it now. Just a plain blue matte lipstick, and I put glitter on. I put the glitter fix that I put on my eyes and my lips. I said, good, it didn't burn. And I just put glitter on. I know they do sell the glitter lipsticks, but I haven't seen them in the store. I haven't seen them in the store. So, and this is just the Hard Candy 12-hour primer. I'm using it on my eyes. Yeah, so that, I added the glitter to that. That didn't come that way. But I thought it looked cute. I don't know where the hell I put it. It's here somewhere. I can't be bothered. So I'm going to go into the Profusion Temptress palette that I had got from Target. And the colors I'm wearing tonight is red and black. But I don't want to go too crazy. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want too dark. looking to see if I have a lighter shade of gray. All of those seem too dark. Maybe this one. And this also is a LA color. See, I mess with, you know, I rock with LA colors. You know what I mean? But stick to eyeshadow palettes and look like the same color gray. We're gonna see. You know, I'm just was disappointed. You know, it's still a little dark to me. Focus, camera. Focus. Work with me. I can lighten it up. I can lighten it up at the beginning. That color. I might have to take this off, y'all. Might have to take this off. It's a good thing that I'm starting early and I have time. Just pissed now. Okay, what I did off camera, and I was not going to do on camera because y'all not going to be making fun of me, is I'm practicing my wing. This is from Kylie Jenner. I have the mascara and I got the matte eyeliner. Okay. It's just I can't keep my hand still, y'all. I cannot keep my hand still. All of a sudden I start shaking. There's a stamp I want to look into getting because I told y'all one of my New Year's goals, look, I'm making a mess, y'all. One of my New Year's goals is to learn how to do the cat eye. This is why I didn't want to do the other side on camera. They're not going to be laughing at me. This side, oh shit. It just looks bad. This is why I don't like to try nothing new when I have to go somewhere. This is some bullshit. Excuse my language, y'all. I'm mad. There's a stamp you can buy to make it easier. I'm just leaving that alone, okay? There's a stamp you can buy, okay? Shit. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Erica. Leave it alone. You're trying to be like those pros on YouTube. You can't. Not yet. You got to practice. And you ain't been practicing. You ain't been practicing. It's a shame. That's enough of that. That is enough of that. No more of that, okay? That's done. That's done for now. Excuse my language. I'm going to be doing these lashes. They're beautiful. I ordered them from online when I did a wig order. I should get some more before vacation. They're fake mink lashes. One second. Off. They're nice and soft. They say 3D. Gotta be careful. That's why I like the brush on. It's just easier, you know? Because this glue, let me tell you something, it gets sticky. And if it gets everywhere. Just wait. These look real, like real human hair. Damn it. You don't want to put too much. You put extra on the ends because that's where the lashes lift up, but you don't want to go crazy with the glue. Yes, perfect. I know I said no glitter, but why not? I know I said no glitter, but I always say no glitter. And I like to put the glitter on before the lashes. I'm going to see. I know I had red glitter to do the red spot also. So it pops. Because I'm not getting that pop. Here we go. Yeah, I have to repurchase these lashes. They're dramatic, but not too dramatic. You know what I'm saying? Not too dramatic. Okay. You ready for the next one? right, guys, this is the completed look. I'm going to do the hair in a separate video. Okay. I'm going to do the hair in a separate video. I hope that it's everything that I thought it was. I wanted this wig for a while. It was sold out, and when I went on my clearance run, they had it, and in the color I would buy it in. So that's going to be a separate video, but this is it. A little date night look for you.